Okay, before I get into the fight, I want you to know that they're changing my voice because there's a lot of racism in martial arts, in life, in the churches, in the government, the governing class, in dating sites, okay, social media sites, YouTube, what have you. Just racism everywhere. So in recent years, they have changed the look of people with an emphasis on black people. Everyone from my generation has no doubt in their mind that when it comes to boxing, when it comes to actual kind of contact martial arts, outdoor sparring, that black people are significantly more physically gifted, mentally gifted, okay, spiritually gifted historically. Okay, when it comes to the spectrum, the highest spectrum of black people goes beyond every other race, right? Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, okay, what have you. And there was a lot of people fixing fights. Now, this is part of the master assessment of the situation. Okay, I'm black and white. I'm not racist. I call it how I see it. I'm a moral supremacist, not a racial supremacist. Okay, I don't care if you can do a backflip over the moon naturally. If you're not moral, you don't have much worth to me. So people who aren't moral, they don't have much worth. So when we look at the fight, okay, it's like a clown show. Okay, um, the Joshua fight, right? He just really was shaped like a clown and is shaped like a clown, and so is the guy he's fighting, so is Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder has clown-like aspects, and he has some aspects of his physique that are more serious. That's what boxing has become. That's what sports have become. A clown event, a nerd event, a silly, silly event. And there's a bunch of crazed people everywhere in corporate groups that are aggressively using technology to identify people who speak this way and persecute them. Recently in the news, the SJPD was complaining about their hours, and they were saying they don't want their identities to be known because they feared retaliation. If police officers fear retaliation for what they say in public, okay, you think that it's not a serious problem that they're going after freedom of speech? Okay, a lot of these guys are in union groups, peace officer associations, fraternal organizations, fraternal orders, okay, and they're afraid of what's going to happen to them if they speak out. It is clear cut that there is cheating in boxing. Okay, now personally, I don't give a shit if white boxers win from here on out. That's not my concern. I'm the top martial artist ever. I have an up to $10 million challenge in one of the greediest countries in the world, one of the most populated countries in the world. And martial artists from across the world have every reason to accept my challenge if they honestly think they can beat me. They do not. They don't think they can beat me any more than Harry Potter thinks he can beat Usain Bolt in a race. Okay, and there's a lot of obvious reasons. We're not cut from the same cloth. Okay, I have a higher caliber. I have superior genes. It's just how it is. You can start crying, this and that. I'm not a Nazi. I'm mixed. My dad's Nigerian. My mom's white. I'm from the top martial artist group on the planet, the Igbo tribe, the actual royal family. And it gets complex, okay, in regards to who's related to who and how and character and loyalty to the Igbo core order, okay, is greater than certain things you might think. It gets confusing, okay? It has to do with, so my traits, I have the most respectable martial art body in history, hands down. But how I came to be is a bit more complex than that, okay? And that's a story for another day. It has to do with what happens when you come into reality more than other people, when you're serious about morality. It has to do with these things that can never occur after I die due to tech breeding and ill-gotten gains. So when we look at Anthony Joshua, imagine him with some kind of weapon in his hand, a short, sharp dagger or knife, versus me. I'd outmaneuver him no time flat, to stab him up, he's dead, gone, because he's not very athletic, right? Neither of them are. Neither is Tyson Fury, neither is Deontay Wilder. They're only athletic compared to the vast majority of Simpsons. You see what I'm saying? And you can see it in the lateral movements. You can see it in the micro movements. The fast twitch muscles. Their fast twitch muscles aren't that impressive. Okay, you can see it in their strategy, their way of thinking, their behavior, their philosophies, sentiments, moods, and behaviors. It's pretty straightforward. It's like a circus event, right? Circus strongmen boxing each other. So when the people say it was a good fight, it's a good fight for knucklehead idiots. Okay, now I know that I'm far better than the best boxers in history, at hand-to-hand combat. Far, far better. I'm not trying to hold them to my standard. This is just how it is. Okay? And they've resorted to editing my pictures and slowing down my videos while they speed up other people's videos, okay, for white, Jewish, and LGBT supremacy and token minority supremacy, their family members. Some black people have white people in their family, kind of like me, right? I'm mulatto, and some are crypto Jews, and so on and so forth. So they give these guys the upper hand. And to not bring this up is to be a bitch-ass motherfucker and to not do God justice, humanity justice, the children justice, your country justice, not to do even sports justice, right? They talk about the great sport of boxing. Then why are you playing stupid about what's going on in boxing? Why are you playing stupid about what's going on in life? Okay, because people are coerced. They've been bred to be afraid, right? They say the land of the free. Why do you breed people to be afraid? If you don't believe me, what is a jock? A jock is a coward. A rocker is a coward. Most thugs are cowards, right? They jump somebody or something. Okay, they collaborate with the government. Most cops are cowards. Most military people are cowards. Most politicians are cowards. Again and again, and I mean clear-cut cowards. Anyone who doesn't have the heart to stand for moral precision is a coward. Okay, there's a difference between being brave and stupid. Extreme sports is stupid. That's not brave. Bravery comes with morality. Okay? Morality, more reality. If you're not brave in reality and you're in some kind of weird, complex state, and you're like, take a risk. Many cokeheads take risks. Many drunks take risks. That's neither here nor there. People play chicken when they're drunk, those two cars, that's not brave. That's retarded. And any dickhead can slip into some dickhead retarded state and do retarded shit that's risky. Okay? The problem with the fight is connected to the problem in society. Okay? People are bred to be scared to do the right thing. Okay? They're not very mature. Okay? They have poor judgment, poor romantic judgment, and romantic, mental, and spiritual and moral prowess are basically the same thing. You can't truly be romantic unless you're moral. You can't truly be smart unless you're moral. If you're not behaving in a way that's moral, you're not a smart person. Okay? There's such thing as book smarts, as a bookworm. A worm is a sniveling worm. Okay, it's not a respectable thing. It's not a wise, morally intelligent being. It's a fucking worm. It is not smart to be immoral. And you should learn why that is early on. If you never learn that, it's like not learning why 1 + 1 = 2. It is fucking stupid. So you have two clown-ass motherfuckers in the ring, fighting like clown-ass bitches, while the most important message to ever be delivered in humanity, which must be delivered by me in a timely fashion, okay, is being suppressed. And that's why boxing sucks. That's why moving sucks. That's why dating sucks. That's why everyone's acting like a weird-ass, jackass, dumb and dumber, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, fool on the tarot card type of idiot. Is this what you want for your families, for your societies? And they say, well, you're a feminist, it's more important than living in a world worth living. Your LGBT is more important, a conservative, liberal, libertarian, all that nonsense is more important to you than living in a society where people treat people fairly, than ending homelessness, than ending child hunger in America, than addressing homelessness and hunger on the planet. Okay? People have serious fucking issues. When their stupid boats, their yacht is more important than ending hunger. When being a groupie-ass, sniveling Simpson punk is more important than being a mature, moral person. Okay? When people like, Tyson Fury, all these guys, when they step in the ring, it says a clown-ass punk. Okay? And I don't respect that at all. Okay? And some people say, well, he beat you at boxing. He might beat me in a thumb war, too, at wrestling, at mun wrestling. Who gives a shit about that? An actual martial art combat, man-to-man, that's what it refers to first and foremost. I'd outmaneuver them and I cut off their fucking head. Okay? So give me a fucking break. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about he has a cooler thong. I don't have thongs. I guess he wins that, too. You know what I'm saying? People need to grow the fuck up.